Donald Trump must have supportive underwear because he's got the biggest balls I've ever seen on anybody. He will sit there and talk about fraud and waste. And he's wastes the American money, taxpayers' money, on stupid, gaudy bullshit in the White House. Gold all over the place, fake gold. He just spends it because it's not his money. When it comes to his own money, he won't spend it. He's cheap. But he has no problem spending American taxpayers' money. And you want to talk about fraud? What about your Bitcoin, your cryptocurrency scheme? What about your Word of Peace scheme, which is funneling money away from government agencies? What about your grift, the app grift? You know, the White House app that you have, it's a grift. It downloads people's information. He has so many grifts going on right now, it's not even funny. What about all the money he takes for pay for pardons? You know, this man has the balls and the audacity to talk about Democrats and fraud. The only fraud that's being committed is not, let's just say this, 99% of the fraud that's being committed is being committed by Donald Trump and his regime. And most of it's from him. You know, the Supreme Court gave him immunity. And what has he done with that immunity? He is worse than he's ever been. Absolutely worse than he has ever been. You know, and then he goes around talking about Tim Walz, and he almost accuses Tim Walz of being part of the Medicare fraud in Wisconsin. Wasn't. Matter of fact, he was one of the people that was investigating it. His attorney general was. You know, he'll talk about he uses fraud as an excuse to put his ICE, his jackbooted thugs, masked thugs, send them into areas and say, oh, well, there's fraud going on. And look what he did with Doge. Fired all the inspector generals, people that he needed, went and just gutted U.S. aid. And, you know, accused them of fraud. There was minor fraud going on, okay? Gutted U.S. aid. Didn't just say, hey, let's look at the parts and let's fix it. But meanwhile, the Pentagon's missing $2.5 trillion. What's he doing about that? Nothing. Where'd that money go? Nobody knows where that money went. Went in somebody's pocket or a lot of people's pockets, but he doesn't want to cancel the Pentagon. What about the wasteful money spent by DHS? A couple $100 million, really $400 million wasted by Kristi Noem. You know, you don't want to shut down DHS. As a matter of fact, you're asking for more money. We had a whole slush fund for them worth over $75 billion, and they still want more money. So yeah, don't talk to us about fraud, you hypocrite POS.